Hello, ladies and gents. This is Dyson here, and today I'm going to talk about the most anticipated games of September 2024. And I'm just going to go in order of release date on a lot of these, and I'm not going to talk about every single one that's anticipated because some of them are anticipated, but not as much as others maybe. And I'm also going to talk about some of my own most anticipated, even if they weren't anticipated by others. But I think the ones I'm anticipated for are also some of the more anticipated ones. So nothing to worry about there too much, but let's get into it. And I'm kind of behind on getting this video made because I'm recording this on the 12th. I wanted to do it earlier in the month, first of the month would have been awesome, but I didn't get around to it, unfortunately. Just, whatever. Just things getting in the way of me being able to do it. So some of these games are already out, and then the rest of them after, today are not out and upcoming. So let's get into it. The first one is the casting of Frank Stone, which I believe is set maybe in the Dead by Daylight universe. It's definitely made by the creators of Dead by Daylight. So that gives me some interest right there. It sounds like it'll be a pretty good game. I'm not gonna read through full synopsises or anything like that this time, but I will say what categories and stuff they're under. The casting of Frank Stone is under adventure, horror, interactive fiction, Lovecraftian, thriller, and investigation. Oh boy. And this game came out on September 3rd for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, and PC. Next we have Harry Potter Quidditch Champions. This one, of course, being, Harry Potter universe and the game that is supposed to sate any Hogwarts Legacy / Harry Potter fans, taste and want for a Quidditch game. Don't know if I'll get Quidditch Champions though, but if you have PlayStation Plus, it is one of the September monthly games, so you can get it on your PS4 and PS5 right now. And this game also came out September 3rd, 2024. It is listed as an action sports game, so there you have it. Oh, and I almost forgot. Platforms that it came out on are Xbox One, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series X, PlayStation 5, and PC. And at a later date, I believe in December 2024, not sure if there's an exact date, it just says December is when it comes out to Nintendo Switch. Up next is Age of Mythology Retold, which is from the creators of Age of Empires. So that right there makes me want to play this game. It came out on September 4th, 2024. It's an obvious strategy game if it's Age of Empires and all that good stuff. It is coming to Xbox One, Xbox Series X, and PC. And next we have a game that is anticipated by many and also anticipated by me. We finally have one that I am also anticipating, which at the time of this recording it's already come out, and I have yet to actually get it and buy it because I'm playing other games, because of another game that's here on this list that I got early access to and have been playing. But that is Astrobot, which has come out to the PlayStation 5 on September 6th, and is an action-adventure platformer game, and is a very big love story to other PlayStation franchises and games and things like that. And I will be getting it very soon because, like I said, I already want it, super anticipated. I loved Astro's Playroom, and that just came for free on the PS5. I was like, man, this is a great game. I was like, I would definitely play more of this. And then boom, here we go. We got Astrobot, and I'm super pumped for it. I cannot wait. And up next we have another one that I'm actually very excited about and anticipating, which so are many others. It's I would put it under very anticipated. It's probably the biggest. I don't know. It's one of the probably 2 or 3 biggest games of this month. At the end of it, I'll say what are probably the 3 biggest. But it is Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2, which I watched my brother play the first one. I never actually played it myself back on the PS3 days, which now I'm wishing I had, because my PS3 is somewhere and I don't know where. I haven't hooked it back up to go through and see if I even own that game, but I think we got it as a PS Plus game, so I'm sure I do. But it looks super fun, so whenever Space Marine 2 was coming out, and as anyone gets older, especially guys, one of the things that guys like to get into, one of the possible things is Warhammer, and I've never actually played anything Warhammer, and just gotten interested in the lore and things like that. I'm just like, you know what, Space Marine 2 is probably going to be a freaking awesome game. And I remember the first one looked super fun. So let's see what it's listed under besides awesome, action, adventure, and let's see what else. So it has PvE, dark, single player, multiplayer RPG. I believe there's also PvP in it, so that's going to be awesome. The early access for this game, if you get a specific edition for it, or pre-order or something like that, is September 5th, but the actual release date is September 9th, which at the time of this recording has already happened, and that came to Xbox Series X, PlayStation 5, and PC. And next, at the time of this recording, it comes out today, this next game, which is Lollipop Chainsaw Repop, which is a remake, remaster, whatever, of Lollipop Chainsaw. This one is anticipated and also anticipated by me, by others and myself. I never actually got to play the first one, but I remember so many people online at the time. I watched a lot of like Rooster Teeth and stuff like that, and they just had so many different achievement guides on it. And all of the videos were hilarious, and the game looked fun. Plus, you play as a cheerleader, and her almost zombified, not quite dead or zombified, but still alive, head of her boyfriend hangs on her, on like her belt loop, and talks the whole time. So I was just like, I don't know, at the time it was different. I mean, of course, God of War did it with like Mimir, with like the hanging head thing, but Lollipop Chainsaw did it first, alright? But let's see what it's listed under. It's listed under action, hack and slash, and remake. Oh, well, yeah, we knew it was a remake. Repop is a good one to do it with, so like a nice little name for a peppy, poppy cheerleader killing zombies with a chainsaw. And like, who wouldn't love that, you know? Killing zombies with a chainsaw is awesome. And then you definitely get a certain group of people who are excited that it's a cheerleader. Like me when I was younger. But that comes out today, at the time of recording, September 12th, for Xbox Series X, Switch, PlayStation 5, and PC. And later this year, November, it's coming to Xbox One and PlayStation 4. Up next is Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown. Quite the mouthful for a racing game, I believe, which comes out September 12th, 2024. Time of recording is today. The released platforms are Switch, Xbox Series X, PlayStation 5, and PC. And let's see what it's listed under. It is listed under Racing, KT Racing, and Driving. Also Open World. Ooh, interesting. I've always liked open world racer games more, kind of like, is that Forza Horizon that's open world? Yeah, those are always more fun. I like open world racing games. Burnout though, like Burnout Paradise, mwah, like that's probably the best one. That one's just amazing. But after seeing some gameplay of this one, because I like watching the trailers and stuff as I make these videos, this one doesn't look bad. I can see why it's anticipated. It actually looks pretty fun. Alright, everything from here on out is not out yet at the time of this recording, so this is all upcoming stuff that is anticipated. And the first one to talk about is Final Fantasy 16 coming to the PC, because it's already out on PlayStation 5, has been for over a year. It came out last June 22nd, 2023, and it is now coming to PC September 17th, 2024, and to be announced, there will be probably a release date for Xbox Series X because Square Enix is going away from the PlayStation-only releases for a lot of their Final Fantasies, which I'm a big PlayStation guy, but I understand completely. It's like, yeah, make that freaking money, yo. Like, come on, like, yeah, put it on as many platforms as you can that can support your game, you know, like, freaking do it, because I don't want any of my Xbox buddies missing out on an incredible game like Final Fantasy 16. This was my game of the year last year. I love this game. This game is fantastic. So if you've never played it, or if you've been waiting for it to come to PC or anything like that, now's your chance to get it. Play it. It's a great game. It is an RPG, action, adventure, fantasy game. Okay, and it's even got a darker story than a lot of the other Final Fantasies. I mean, there's some darkness in all of them, but this one kind of goes back to some of the more darker stuff for like the world building and just stuff like that. I've heard other Final Fantasy fans, because I haven't played all of them or anything like that, but they say that the story is very same like level of darkness as, like, I think they said Final Fantasy Tactics. I think that's the one they said. I can't remember for sure, which is one of my friends who's into Final Fantasies. Like, his favorite Final Fantasy is Tactics. So when I told him that, he was just like, oh, okay. I'm saying right now, in 5 days, September 17th, go play this if you've been waiting for it on PC. It's a banger. It's a great game. And it's not like the turn-based combat or anything like that. It's more, you know, action-based combat, which I actually enjoyed a lot. I do like turn-based style, but this was really good. Like, I like Final Fantasy VII Remakes and Rebirth's combat system a lot. This is still different from that. It's definitely more action-y, but they did it very well. It was very fun. Up next, we have the Plucky Squire, which comes out September 17th, 2024. It is coming to Switch, Xbox Series X, PlayStation 5, and PC. And if you have PlayStation Plus Extra or Premium, and not basic or Essentials is what it's called. If you have the mid or high tier PlayStation Plus, the Plucky Squire is going to be in PlayStation Plus games catalog on release day on September 17th. So you get to play the game just for having that version of PlayStation Plus instead of needing to buy the game. Which, back when it came out, like the trailer back on maybe it was like a Nintendo Direct or something, or maybe it was Xbox like game showcase earlier this year. I can't remember the first time that I saw it, the trailer for it, but it's an action adventure platformer game. I think it's Devolver Digital is one of the people, or the publisher, developer, somebody, but it actually looks pretty good. Yeah, it doesn't look bad. So I'd definitely say check it out, especially if you have Extra or Premium. So I'll be checking it out. And it's listed as very anticipated here from all the stuff that I could find. Up next, we have another PC release for a PlayStation exclusive game, which is God of War Ragnarok. Of course, it already came out on PlayStation 4 and 5, but that was in November of 2022 that came out. It's coming out September 19th. 2024 for PC. So if you were holding off on God of War because you don't have a PlayStation or wanted to play it with better graphics, better frame rate, something like that, now's your chance. It's a great game. They're action adventure fantasy single player hack and slash. So there you go. Up next we have Inotria The Last Song, which comes out September 19th, 2024 for Xbox Series X, PlayStation 5, and PC. It is listed as an RPG, Souls-like, and difficult single-player action game. So some more Souls-like games. So you Souls-like fans, go out there and give that one a go. And yeah, I'm sure it'll at least be decent. It's anticipated quite a bit from what I could find online, but probably because of the Souls-like, I guess. People like their Souls-likes. Next we have Frostpunk 2, which is coming to the PC on September 20th, 2024, and we know it's 2025 for Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5, but is for sure releasing on PC September 20th, 2024. It's listed as a simulation strategy, city builder, survival, post-apocalyptic, and steampunk game. I've only seen screenshots of this one, didn't have time to actually watch the trailer before I started recording, unfortunately. And like I said, I don't really play a lot of PC games, but I'll definitely look more into it whenever it's coming to console, see how reviews and stuff for it go. And last but certainly not least is The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, which comes out to, Nintendo Switch on September 26, 2024. This one I am also anticipating as well as a lot of other people. It's very anticipated. It's an action adventure RPG fantasy game, so there you go. Pretty standard for a Zelda game. It looks incredible. First time we get to actually play as Zelda. That's pretty sweet. The mechanics of the game look super fun, so I'm super ready for that because that's in 2 weeks from now. That's gonna be super dope. I cannot wait to give this one a go. And as I mentioned earlier about the top 3 most anticipated games of this month, there's probably some bias here because they're all ones that I'm also anticipating, but from what I could find, they're also very anticipated by other people on, the internet, other gamers around the world, friends included. I talk to my friends about this stuff. I see how many people are looking it up online on Google Trends and stuff like that. Kind of do my own evaluation of all these games coming out in these months to figure out okay, is this anticipated or not? See what people are saying about it online, things like that. The top 3 from what I could find, and also just ones I'm excited for, I would say that Warhammer Space Marine 2 and The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, interchangeable for first and second place, with Astro Bot coming in at close third, honestly. Pretty close. It was crazy, because it wasn't until it was out that I really started seeing a bunch of people being like, this game's incredible. Before, there was people excited about it and stuff like that, but they, it's just people who played Astro's Playroom, PlayStation, people who liked it, things like that, and just excited to have a good platformer game that's actually fun, that has a bunch of references and cool things to your favorite PlayStation characters and franchises and things like that. But yeah, those 3 are probably the most anticipated. And there's some other games that are also anticipated that I could find, like the Dead Rising remake and other remasters and remakes of other games, and other games that have already come out for some of the newer gen consoles but are coming out for PS4 and Xbox One this month, like Star Wars Jedi Survivor comes out for PS4 and Xbox One this month. It's anticipated for those consoles and things like that, but I just they didn't include them because while they're anticipated, they're like slightly anticipated over all these other games. Because a lot of these other games are more, I don't know, they're indie games and they're releasing and things like that. They'll probably do okay. They'll make some money and things like that. But I just don't see a lot of people talking about them or hyping them up whenever I do my research, or a lot of people searching them up and things like that. The place I go to get, like, to see, like, there's websites online. They're like, here's a list of all the games coming out this month. So, you know, I go check those out, and then I search up each game. It takes some time, but here we are. And boom, super fun and easy to do once I just like stop reading the synopsis. I did that last time for August. That took forever. This one's probably going to be long too, just because there's 13 games I talked about that were anticipated. There's a lot of anticipated games in September. September might have been the month for games, man. There's a lot of people excited for a lot of these games. But yeah, check all those out. I know which ones I'm checking out, which ones I'm already playing. I'm already playing Warhammer. It's a good time. These games are all going to be fun. I plan, like, Astrobot's probably the only one of the ones I was anticipating that I'm not getting right away. I'm probably going to get Zelda right away. I might wait because, like, it's not going to go on sale anyway, so I could wait and be okay. I'll have to spend the same amount of money on it no matter what, being a Nintendo game. But Astrobot, man, after talking about it, I'm just like, dang, I want it right now. So I might be buying it after I'm done making this video. But everyone in the comments, please tell me, you know, if you agree that these games are like extremely anticipated or not, or how anticipated, or if there's ones I should have added. Like I said, I only did most of them, not all of them. And tell me which ones you guys are most anticipating, like which ones are you most excited about and stuff like that. Don't forget to like and subscribe, all that fun stuff, and toodaloo.